The stark beauty of the Himalayan landscape can be enchanting, but the area can be forbidding when darkness settles down. In these remote mountains, it is customary to fear the nights. Dense forests, wild beasts, and miles of isolation. It is here that one can really understand the comfort and security that light brings to any habitation. For centuries, people here continued to live without light and comfort because these villages were too remote for large power stations to reach out to them. But now there might be some hope from the numerous small rivers that flow out from the Himalayan glaciers and snow-capped mountains. The Indian Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, along with the Global Environment Facility and UNDP, initiated a project for the development of small hydel resources in the Himalayan regions of India.
The UNDP GEF projects, all of them have done very well. They have fulfilled their objectives, and they have basically initiated the small hydro program in the state, which has now taken off, and we have almost 20 more projects aggregating to 78 megawatt commissioned in last 5-6 years now. This year we have almost 40 megawatt coming through. So I think these projects have met their objective.
One of the biggest advantages is that each of these projects are designed according to local conditions and needs in terms of scale, technology and management ownership model. This plant at Koti was one of the first projects developed by Himachal Pradesh Renewable Energy Authority, or HIMERJA, under the Hilli Hydel project. The investment costs were shared on a 50-50% basis between the Himachal state government and the UNDP GEF fund. Located in a remote part of Manali district, it has an installed capacity of just 200 kilowatts, but its benefits are visible in the nearby villages. The villagers now have stable and uninterrupted supply of electricity, which has helped the next generation in joining the mainstream.
प्यारा फूल कितना है ये न्यारा कभी न कटा कोई भूल कांटों में भी जाता
बच्चे हमारे घर पे आते 4 किलोमीटर पैदल चलना पड़ता रात को आके यहाँ पढ़ाई करनी पड़ती है जरूरी है ये लाइट.
In many ways, light has raised the villagers' standard of living and has had a direct impact on the local crafts and cottage industry.
अब शाम को अगर 6 बजे के बाद हमें बुनाई करनी होती है तो फिर भी लाइट चाहिए जरूरी है अंधेरे में तो काम नहीं होगा.
Though these may seem like baby steps towards green power, it is important to remember that these projects are catering to areas which were not serviced at all earlier, and that too without damaging their fragile ecology and local culture. The process of building and operating these hydel plants also provides jobs and livelihoods for the local people.
पर्सनली काफ़ी फ़ायदा है. कंपनी ने काफ़ी फैसिलिटी दी है, जैसे खाने वाने की प्रॉब्लम है वो हमारी सॉल्व हो रखी है, रहने की प्रॉब्लम है सॉल्व है, और बिस्तरा बस्तरा सब कंपनी ने दिया हुआ है हमारे को. और निजी फ़ायदा यह है कि एक जगह पे हमें रोजगार लगा हुआ है.
By designing and implementing different models of public-private partnership, the Hilli Hydel projects are now fueling a new generation of local entrepreneurs who are acquainted with hydel power technology and are keen to push the boundaries in green power production. For the regulators, it is satisfying to see that the model is already self-sustainable in terms of profits.
They were demonstration projects. Still, most of them have recovered their costs in the last 5-6 years. That's a commercially viable program where people are able to return an interest in the equity and make some money also on make some profit out of these projects. They don't need any significant amount of subsidies to be viable.
It is no surprise then that the Himachal state government has come out with large numbers of incentives to attract private investment in this area.
40 years concession period, no royalty by the state government for first 12 years. Afterwards, there's a 12% royalty up to 30 years and 18% up to 40 years. Beyond that, they can sell power to HPSCB at a rate determined by the regulator at time to time.
Here at Solang, a 1 megawatt project has been put up by Regency Carbide Private Limited. Their rate of production is about 2.3 rupees per kilowatt hour, and they are able to sell this to the State Electricity Board at a rate of about rupees 3.1 per kilowatt hour, a margin that is commercially attractive and bound to pull in other investors soon. Perfect as it may seem, there are many unresolved issues. In these remote areas, it may be possible to train people in day-to-day running of the plant, but in case there is a major breakdown, the whole plant comes to a grinding halt till trained help is brought in from outside. Frequent breakdowns and erratic supply can really irk local consumers who have now got used to constant electricity.
अब हमें लाइट है, ज़रूरी तो लाइट ही चाहिए हमें. अब टीवी वगैरह देखते हैं, 10-11 बजे तक बैठते हैं, तो वो भी ज़रूरी. अगर एक दिन नहीं और तो धारावाहिक देखना ज़रूरी है. छूट जाए तो फिर बहुत मुश्किल हो जाती है.
However, these are issues for which solutions are possible. The key point is that the Hilli Hydel project has successfully demonstrated its feasibility and sustainability.